MC radio rental, improvised rap. Using more difficult words. We're using the vocab words on this random word generator. The bigger words, the harder words. We're increasing the level of difficulty. Let's see how it goes. Yo. They say that you've changed. You've gone all wrong. Your brain is depraved. I can feel you're all strained. I can see your eyes are glazed. And you're so hairy, man. You're covered in hair like a toucan. There's no way that I can stand it. You got to shave, man. I demand it. And you're wearing that suit. Even through the suit, you're her suit. And you know you've gone mute. You're not even speaking, or flute that you're not playing. And you know you're not changing. You know you're in the glade and always grazing. And you know that you're shameless, so you keep grazing on the grass that shouldn't be that hard. And you know the expediency is only ever what it needs to be, cause we increase the heat and we turn up degrees so that we get it done expeditiously. You know that we gouge it in the gouge, we just got to shout it, and we shout it louder. Climb the mountain and the sound is pouring out like a fountain. You know I'm gonna grab you, gonna trap you in the snare, and you just can't bear it. And the mare is hairier cause it's a horse, it's scary. Look, it doesn't matter because it's an equilibrium. Because this is what we're living in, we're shimmering like we were a mirage. And every time we're rapping from the dome we go hard. You know I got mendacity. It's a catastrophe if I don't have mendacity. And that's how it's gotta be. I grab the hate like a nun and she grabs me back, and that's battery. But you know I might deprecate, and in my way, you always innovate or innovate when I change. You know I shimmer, you know I shine and I glimmer. If I go slow, when I'm chugging, you know I'm not going fast, I'm kinda running. Or at least that's what I should be doing when I'm sprinting. I make coin like I'm minting. Yo, when we kiss got a pucker, and you know that, well, you really gotta love her. Cause that's the way she be. Mentally, it's like destiny. You know that the river's always curving and it's bending. You know the river from the rain, it's never ending. And you know the river, it is wending. Because that's what it means to bend, see? You and me are edible, I'm endless, and I eat the sentence all. It's gonna be so delicious, and you know after I eat the cake I might miss it, but it doesn't matter because I'm not more, but I don't love it. I might say I abhor it, and you know the form is kinda stormy, and you know that the blood pours out your aorta. If I went away, would you miss me? Would it be messier or would it be pristine? And you kiss me, cause you know we are resisting the pull of the gravity that hits me. We can't resist the physical laws, or the energy in which they are stored. It's so interesting and we're never bored. You're uncertain, but I know that I'm sure. Alright, that was good. I like these words. It just inherently sounds fancier when you've got like these long words, even though it's not necessarily more difficult to rhyme them. Like, you've kind of got more to work with, and you still only have to rhyme the last syllable if you want. Yeah. Everything I say, you know that I thought it. If I'm chewing away, you know that I gnaw it. It's important to gnaw like I'm a big angry dinosaur with a maw that's full of sharp teeth, the incisors where they're meant to be. And mentally I know that I am eating meat cause I need the protein to survive the scene. You know I got a shape, that's morphology, and if I say it again, that's tautology. If I say it the same way twice, the meaning is repeated, and it seems stupid. But you know that I'm lucid, and I need a dentist, my tooth is loosened. And you know that the music is from the muses, and you're not looking amused, kid. Like I was Elizabeth, and I am in the shit. And you know that I'm villainous because I'm a queen, and it seems to me that this regency is what it should be. So I'll unearth it, I will find my purpose, and you know that I'll sell it cause it's worth it. Of one thing I know I'm certain, everything is under the purview of what we should see, and it seems to me I see mentally because the third eye opens when we're roaming, and you know that the visibility's showing. When we dig, we undermine it. And if I am the regency, I am the tyrant. When the rocket, you have to fire it. And when we got the wick, you know we got to light it. Cause that's dynamite. When I arrive or we explode, and it shows that I've got to know where we're going. When I'm flowing and I'm meant to be wherever I arrive, that was my destiny. It's my defiance. When I improvise, I don't write it. And you know that every time the sun rises, you know that it's shining when I'm alive, kid. When I'm sending it, it's all decorative, and that's why I embellish it. And you know that I said it, kid, so you know I mean it. And not everything is as it seems. I'm a demon, I'm reaching, and I'm wise, I'm sagacious. And you're next to me, you're adjacent. I'm elated when I'm inflamed, kid, so you know that I am my own agent in the matrix. And that's why I'm raging. I'm like Smith, when I hit this, it's changing. So we gotta break out of the code, in the ones and O's, yo. You know I gotta get the awards for my sword. I gotta get all of the accolades when I'm in the glade. That's how I gotta behave, and so I never change. When I metamorphosize, when I ride, I'm like a crazy guy, because the ice pick has arrived at my eye, and I'll lick every time that I fly. I'm like Icarus, because I'm living in the sky. And you know I'm living like my ligaments are made of rye. It's like I could eat my own arms, or maybe I just write some nice psalms. I'm hospitable, and you know that my writing's minimal, because you know I'm spitting off the top of the dome. And my similes are like when I'm at home, it never shows, but you know that I'm roaming. It's like a stone, and you know I'm always rolling. It's like Sisyphus was pushing me over every goddamn possibility, cause minimally or maximally I'm where I'm meant to be. That is what I see. We are burgeoning, and you know that we've got purpose, kid, because the bird is lit, or that's how it seems, like fire in the sky every time I turn my eyes up to where the light shines. You know I arrive on time, cause a wizard is never late. I innovate. MC Radio Rental, improvised rap, thanks for listening. G'day Lindsay, who says, hi from the Sandfire Roadhouse. You know that we catch the mouse, cause you know we got to grab that in the house. And if it's too quiet, we've got to shout. We're on the Sandfire, that's how you make glass. When you got the sand and you blast it, you put the sand in the casket, you reach for the blasted sand, the glass grasp it, and that's how you blow the glass into a nice shape every time when I'm late. And you know that it flows, cause you know that it goes. Glass is not even solid, yo, it's a liquid, and if it went away you'd miss it. You couldn't even reach out and kiss it, because you know the glass is like a mist, kid. It's like gas when you have to smash it or grab it. It doesn't matter, I'm not contrite. Every time I make a light, you know I walk into the room and start a fight. And if I say it wrong, then I didn't say it right. But you know it doesn't matter, cause I am adamant. And when I reach for the hand, I gotta grab it. And you know I eat the cabbage, and you know I eat the radish, cause I gotta eat the vegetables. It's like it really matters, kid. I'm scary, I'm gregarious, I'm kinda hairy, I'm kinda wary of all the strange bears living in my area. But yo, all the simians, all the monkeys, they got the vigilance, they got the synonyms for all the words that mean the same. And if I'm spitting off the brain, it is kinda deranged, but it doesn't matter, cause my eyes, they're gonna fixate. And you know that I am gonna stick hate away where it'll never be seen. And you know that that is what it's meant to be. It's mentally like destiny. It's like we're fighting against the entropy, the death of hate happening physically everywhere in the universe, I guess. Lindsay says, you left no crumbs. I ate every goddamn chunk, cause you know that I need my delicious dinner. I'm virtuous and not a sinner. But I feel drowsiness because I eat too much chowder, kid, with the oysters. It was so damn delicious, and you know that when it comes to seafood, I am vicious. I am writing a skiff, and I need skiffs, so I'm writing a list. And you know I'm gonna hit every target that I miss, or I don't miss. I must insist that I hit, cause I gotta hit the bullseye. When I arrive, I'm gonna fly. You know I'm gonna shine like a butterfly, and you know it'll be crazy. You know I'm gonna change the game when I'm in hazy, or if I'm not lazy, at least I can't be lazy if I be a beast. You know I gotta find a way to eat the yeast in the breakfast, at least I seem to be. But everything is nice, it's really verdant. You know it's growing and you know it's got a purpose. You know there's growing and you know it's really worth it, cause we need the greens every time on surface. You know we gotta rise from the surface upwards, and you gotta go up to where the sun was, where the chunks were up with the photosynthesis. That's where the ATP comes from when we're living it. You know we're really missing it when we don't have it. And you know that the energy, you know we gotta grab it. You know we gotta nash it. We gotta eat the cabbage with the radish, and you know we're really gonna eat a haddish. Is a haddish a word? You know it's kind of absurd. I think a haddish is a fish, or maybe it is a bird. You know that I am on earth, and you know I really feel it. No, when I'm eating fish, I eat the fish wrap. Hell yeah. Alright, let's continue. More random words, random words. Lindsay is pressing plants. Like dried plants? Or like, what kind of plant pressing? That sounds fun. Alright, yo. We gotta cross it on the ford. I ate a pumpkin and you know it is a gourd. You know I really improve it. I thought that I was a really strange sort, but you got your goons and they're toady, and they're kinda big, moving slowly. And you know that the food's gone or moldy, and you know that the house is now sold. See, we got to change it, we got to furnish the house, and I might have to burnish your mouse, because your mouse is made of copper and it's not gonna shatter when I drop it, cause you know that the copper is coming inside. The policeman is reaching with these hands, and it seems that that is not right, man, or at least that policeman I can't stand. So you know that I will dominate the game. I'm predominant, you know that I have no shame. Predominate. It's like a domino in the way. Look, it doesn't matter, because you and me, we plummet. We're plummeting like this rap was like a sonnet, or like a sonnet. Did I rap it or I sung it? You know it doesn't matter, cause you know I have the sun went down. The sun has set, and you know that that's when I lay my head on the bed, or so I said. Maybe I'm rapping, I'm just starting to vent, but you know that that's where I have the action. When it rots, that is putrefaction. A political faction is where the politicians do the action. You know that the acid is lactic, and it increases until it's massive. And you know that I fight like a savage, but you know that we just have to grab at the cabbage and the radish and the haddish and all the other words that I like to rap. It's kind of absurd, but I have really heard that I'm like a bird when I saw, so you know that the energy will surge. Evil, it's malevolence with all the energy like elephants. You know that they're stamping like a stampede, and you know that the ears are big, and I've seen everything that they're grabbing, cause you know they got memory, and you know the memories are really sending me. It's like the seeds, and the seeds are really sesame, and you know it's been that way back till Gethsemane. Yo, we're on the fringe, you know the heat is rising, it might singe. And you know that I might impinge on your space, and I step on pins and needles like my name was Smeagol, and I got the ring and I'm fighting Fingal, and you know that we'll mingle at the party, and you know that we shatter it to the shards. See, it really matters, you know I gotta watch it, I am really avid, and you know that the grass is really kinda massive, and that's why we got to really grab a nasher. But you and me, it's strange, it's preternatural, and you know what, I gotta have it, gotta grab it all. I'm like a manimal, or maybe a mammal, it doesn't matter, if I've got the inner hump I am a camel. And you know that the wind is coming up in gusts, and you know that we feel all the loves and lusts. If it's a need, you know it is a must, and you know that you are as such and such. I couldn't even say what you really be, because it seems to me that this is not the scene for me to be reeling and listing off all the profanities, cause you know that then I would be like a manatee, or maybe Sean Hannity grabbing at the coffee machine. It's kinda crazy, but I lack the heat, so I find the seams and then I gotta rip it. You know I grab the fabric and you know I rip the missives. Yo, I don't know what any of these words. Finishal? fussy about food. Finical. Finical. Yeah, finical. Maybe finical is like finicky. If there was another, maybe he'd be mini-me. Maybe I'd be singing heat like a seminy. Or maybe I'm like Mouse made a Mickey, and it's kinda sticky cause we are making such a mess. And if we make a mess, then you know it's a success. I would expect no less than the best, and that's why I just have to confess my crimes. My crimes are on my rhymes. Every time I write from the top of my mind, I'm like R.L. Stein, cause these raps are creepy. And you know that the floorboards are creaking, and it's kinda crazy like the sea when I go to the ocean and I find the sediment, and it's sedimentary or elementary. Watson, when I drop the beat, what's good when I'm in the sea? You know we're dropping beats like I'm Ptolemy. Okay. Hell yeah. This is fun. I feel like this is a particularly good session. Welcome, Rahab. Oh, Lindsay collected plants in the desert. Hell yeah. That's cool. Alright, yo. Yo. I'm in the car on my way. I break the code cause I'm apostate. You know that my apostasy is what it be. You know heterodoxity is what it be. I'm dropping paradoxes because you know I'm fighting with the Loch Ness. The Loch Ness monster like a mobster. You know I'm fighting them and I rob them. I'm robbing all of the goddamn cryptids. And you know that I won't mix this. I won't mix this water and oil, cause you know that it's sort of on soil, cause we brought it to boil, cause we are really cooking. And you know that everything that I took when I was robbing the Loch Ness monster, and you know that I won't stop them because I gotta take all of the pottery. And so it be, it's like a lobotomy, or so it seems. And so I'm cutting the seams cause I'm ripping all the fabric magic beat. And it seems to me that these crimes are heinous, like when you're late, arrive lateness. And you know that my name is not Seamus, but I'm on the beat feeling shameless. You know that I've got to grab it all. I won't be stopped, I'm implacable. And you know that I've got a handle on your mandible when I grab it all. And you know that when we're dancing we are mincing. Or you know that we might be singing when you miss me in Gethsemane. It seems to be that it's not as it seems, but if I am a boa I might be constrictive. And you know that the rules are restrictive. When I write the letters they are the missives. And you know that they're sweet as kisses. It's kinda shameful, it's kinda evil, it's kinda baneful. We're leaving it to husks after we stab it with the tusks. It's like we were covered in musk. It's like we're a car and we've gone to rust. It's like everything is crumbling at the touch. And you know it is such and such, but it's okay when we amalgamate it. It's like we get the cheese and then we grate it. You know we're shameless when it comes to cheese. It seems to me there's nothing better than the brie or the tasty. Or maybe the feta, there's no better than feta, or maybe the Gouda, but I can't believe in Gouda, cause I really shoulda find a better rhyme for that than cheese. But look, it's okay, cause you gotta believe, or so it seems to me, at the bottom of the sea, cause you know we feel the glee every time that we're spitting, and when we spit it right, you know it's like it's written, but it's okay, cause you know it's important, every time we export it. We gotta be paid, not extorted. Otherwise we might have to, well, we fought. And that's why we sort everything into boxes. It's good or sword. That's what the conflict is. And if we don't get it right, we will miss it. We will miss the missives every time. When we rhyme, we do it fast, double time. Like R.L. Stein, every time I rewind it. Please rewind before you return, kids. Well, I wish that hits, but it doesn't matter, cause you know 4 kids is like... Ugh. God damn, we got to breathe. Yeah, Rahab, this is the fancy vocab words section of the random word generator. We are using bigger, fancier words than usual, which I think is better. Like, it gives you a bit more to work with. I think this beat might be a bit slow. What do you think? Yeah, it's a bit slow. Let's do this one. Alright. I know I do the wrong thing when I fight, but then I make apology cause I'm contrite. You know when I'm rapping I keep it tight, and everything that's in my eyes I have the sight. You know I really meant it every time, you know I really said it with every sentence that I mention. You know I gave it in my brain retention, but you know when I'm sending it, you know I make apology cause you know that I'm penitent because I'm in the penitentiary, and you know it's been that way to me since elementary school cause I act a fool, and you know that's when I carried a tool. But when I say tool I actually mean a fountain pen, and I said that from the mountain head. Every time I read I got the words wrong, and you know it's surge, and you know I was a surgeon with a surge on energy that I need to keep the energy, the temperature degrees. But it seems to me it's all laudatory every time applause in the auditorium, and you know that there's a moratorium on my words, and that's what I fought for. But it's okay, every time I was berated I knew that I'd rise and I would change it. You know I arrive again cause I'm shameless, and as I keep saying my name is not Seamus. It's perfunctory to me, it seems to me there's no way to succeed, otherwise we're so fleet, cause you know we got the speed, and you know we arrive on time with the heat. Rahab says do abacus, you know I got the rhyme for that, I'm not lacking it. You know that I got to grab it cause the chasm is so big, I counted it on my abacus. You know that I'm rapping it fast, I'm doing rapid shit on the abacus every day, and I have the kid and I got the mist cause I disappear it every time because I do not fear it. Yo, I've got every detail to rap about when I regale, cause you know that I really see snails when I'm on the ground in the seashells, or is it the Seychelles? I don't know how to say it right, I'm in Hellsea, but it doesn't matter cause we're in the ninth circle, and you know that we are in the whirlpool. You know that we're in the pool like a fool, we've been spinning around since I was in school, but it seems to me that it's kinda cool. So you know that I will tool is what I need when I got the wrench, and you know that I meant it what I said, but you know that my head has gone all bent, my brain is frayed, it's gone to lead, but I'm just reaching my nadir. And you know that we're grabbing a beer, and you know that we're only rising from here, or so it seems to me, there's no need to fear. You know I got the rules and I'm a stickler, and you know that I'm in the picture, and you know that I might have to pinch you to know that I'm not a dream, cause you know everything is extemporaneous, and you know that is where I'm storing us, cause it's sorted and it's on a saucer like a UFO, and you know I pour it cause you know it pours like a orders with the red liquid with from the boredom. So you know that I just won't force it, I'm going with the flow cause you know I adore it. Yeah, nadir means the lowest point. For a moment I thought it was the opposite, because what's the word for like zenith? Yeah, like nadir is the opposite of zenith, because the zenith, every time I said it, zenith, what rhymes with zenith with the th though? I'm at my zenith when I play tennis. Everything I really said it and I meant it, and you know that I'm kinda mental, but it's okay, cause I will. Alright, we need more words. Alright, yo. You know that I can really see into the future, I call it augury. They used to do that with birds' intestines, and I can do that in my own time. When I rhyme, I can see the insides, and that's how I arrive at the tense times in the future. My sight is lucid, and you know that it fuses ruthless, but it's okay, I've got the prudence, and you know I can always improve it, and you know that I can really I might cause some confusion, but you know to me everything is a bit of debauchery. I can rhyme that with gaucherie, which means socially awkward behavior. I can't change you, but maybe I'll inflame you, and you know that we should really blame the crazy ways the weather behaves every time we are in the glade, because the wind is throwing away the leaves, and the winter is a strange way to grey away all the nice clouds away in the sky. They're making mounds, look, it doesn't matter because everything is really pivotal. And you know that when you're singing, or like a pivotal, like a pistol, or like a list of nice mist, or like a pivotal, and you know that the symbol is pivotal, and I'm in it all, it's pivotal, I got pivotal. It's pivotal, like a missile or a pistol, like a missile, pivotal. You know I finish it all, I finish it, fuck. Pivotal, in it all, hit it all, pivotal. I hit 'em all, cause I'm pivotal, yo. Every time I hit the bullseye, when I arrive, you know I gotta strike, and you know that I like it, cause when I'm on the mic, and you know I don't even write when I recite, it is all improvised, you know it's coming out of my mind's eye, so I might just have to recite it, and you know that I just really like it, okay, you know that the stocks are gonna plummet, and you know I can't sing, I hum it, and you know that it's like an angel with the trumpet, and you know that you're like some kind of strumpet, but it's okay when I echolocate. You know that I am in my own way when I innovate, or I innovate every day when I'm in the way, and you're rolling in the hay, so it's okay. That is my epithet in my head every time when I mention it. And you know it is kinda really strained when I'm tearing my membrane in my brain, but it's okay cause it is ambiguous, and you know that mine might be indigenous every time that I'm spitting from the list, and you know that the flow I just can't resist. I'm intransigent. Does that mean that I'm a gent who likes to stay or likes to go away? It means uncompromising. I guess that's like staying in one place. I always remain, and I never change, and I never innovate. Always the same every time I'm in my place. Alright. Improvised raps, big words. Let's go. Yo, Lindsay says the word behemoth. He was so big, you should have seen it. And it seems to me he was too big. How can he even seem to exist? That was one big pig, like a sow I couldn't found. I could resound with the sound it made when it oinked. It oinked so loud that I said gazoinks. Or maybe that's just a relapse every time I hit me with these hands. And it seems that the sands are blowing, and you don't know where the sands might be going, cause you know that we're rowing, and you know we're not slowing in the chocolate factory, grabbing at the snow cause we're crazy. We're like Willy Wonka, and you know that the horn is gonna honk, cause you know we're going too fast and we can't slow down. We're going into town and we're gonna hit the pound, and you know the sound will resound all over the place, and you know you better get out of my way cause I echolocate because I'm blind. I hit the sty. That's how the pig got out the first time. Now there's a giant pig that is stampeding, and you know that it's really seeming like the whole place is going to be flattened. This whole place is bigger than Manhattan, but you know we're gonna stab him because this pig is stamping, and you know that we are panting because we're running away every day. Get away from this crazy pig. This sign, not sign, porcine. This porcine rhyme off my mind because we improvise every time on the channel. And you know that the shirt that I'm wearing, it is flannel. And you know it is a battle to survive when we're being chased by this goddamn swine. We can't survive with this pig, it's ridiculous. All the reasons of this pig I could list. This number one, it's so big and pink. Number two, this pig kinda stinks, so we gotta get away. We'll climb the skyscraper, and we arrive when we arrive later. But now there's a fire and it's blazing, and you know that there is no escape from this place, and it is not great. We gotta pray, we got to say grace. That's the only way we can possibly escape from this porcine rhyme in my face, yo. Impiety is when we're on the Empire scene, on the Empire State Building, and we were not praying, we were just playing shillings. We were just playing with the money, and you know we're trying to rap and we're trying to be funny, but maybe we should have been planning how we were gonna survive and manage against this giant monster. It's like Godzilla, and you know that this pig is gonna be a killer. He's bigger than Manila, and he's gonna fill you with the bad porcine rhymes, and you know that we'll simmer when we're boiling. with the trouble and toil. You know that every hero has gotta have a foil, and I guess this pig is my King Kong. And you know that the evil things a list long. That's the purpose. Every time when I hear the murmurs, I gotta give the sermons. That is the random word that's been given to me. It's absurd, but the sermons, when you read from the book, it's like we're rapping. We're not merry, we're like Took, like we're Pippin. And if we're not running, then we might be skipping, or we might be timid, which was another random word, and it's kind of absurd. Every time the energy surges, we kind of swerve, but it's okay because that is how we get all of the random words. Yeah. Pig rap. Yeah. Alright, next beat. Thanks for listening. Let's do some more random words. Improvised rap, MC, radio rental. Alright, let's generate some more random words and use those. Yo. I got food from my server, and he was fanatical, he had the fervor. He talked quietly, it was a murmur. But it's okay, I will swerve, cause I've got the purpose on the whole earth. You know that I've got the merriment, I got the mirth, and you know I said it when I had the surge of energy. So you know that we're on the worth, or maybe it was all worthless. When I'm spitting the sermons, the purpose, you know it's going away, it's all shallow, but I eat the bones and I suck the marrow. I got alacrity when all the rap is really happening. So you know that I have got to grab the heat because I need the speed, that's what I'm meant to be. Yo, I'm disheveled, and I grab the bevels, and you know everything I said with the worms the disheveled. It's really heavy, so you know I pay a big levy. And you know that I'm like Chase when I'm Chevy. And you know that I'm ready for what's next. And you know that I've got pecs like T-Rex. And you know that I said, so you know I really meant it. Every time, every word, every sentence. But we're gonna get some more random words. Yo. I never eat, cause food, I really hate it. Maybe that's why I'm emaciated. When I'm not on time, you know I'm late, kid. And you know that if it's fiery, it's flaming. And you know that every sentence is evil. And you know it's got all the malevolence. And you know that I've got intentions to remember this, that's retention. Yo. Rap slower, or rap faster. With the coda, a coda is like a kind of epilogue. And if I said it right, I didn't said it wrong. But it's okay, cause that's like a diphthong. And you know that I'm spitting this song every time it's off of the mind. And if I eat the lemon, eat it down to the rhyme. If I have no purpose, it's accidental and it is inadvertent. And the surge is with the word, so you know that it's not uncertain, it's certain. And when I intersperse them, I inmix them like I'm resisting this mixture. And I got all the ingredients listed, and you know anything wrong, I can really fix them. Yo, like a witch, tubble and toil, or maybe hubble bubble when I'm sitting and spoiling. I'm got the soup cause there's too many cooks, and all the ingredients I forsook. We got a random mixture, it's like King's Cup, and you know that I won't drink this mug, but you know I won the game, so I hung in shame my head, otherwise I'd be living in flames. I'd be in hell like I'm in the seventh circle, and you know that I'd be dead like moaning Myrtle. And you know the ground is really fertile. If I was a turtle, maybe I'd be Yodel, but you and me, we're gonna nibble, we're gonna play the strings like we're on a fiddle. And you know that the sausage is really gonna sizzle. And you know that I'm like Malcolm when I'm in the middle, an explosion. And the raps are cogent. If I'm on the sea, I am floating. And if I'm roaming, you know I'm like a Ronin. And it's like a backwards, an implosion. Cause you know that we're flowing, and you know that it's improvised, it's not wrote. And you know that we are really showing the strain from the brain, and we're growing. What the hell are these words? Alright. Yeah. Everyone might be your boy, might be your girl, might be something else, might be kind of a churl, and you know that we unfurl with the banners, and you know we break them back down with the hammers, and you know there's not just one, there is a myriad. It's like there is many, and we're gonna add them together with multiplication. My brain is deranged, and if I have a whole lot of fear, I might not have decorations, I am austere, and if I have cursing someone, I vituperated you. It's crazy, so I hate you, so I vituperate you, and you know I'll break you with my own face, dude. It's gonna be crazy cause I hate you, so I'm using words to ungrate you or ungrace you. Maybe I'll lace you like poison. We're buoyant, we're foisting all of the bad words. It's kind of absurd, but you know that the energy is coming in surges. Alright, what is that other word? Coeval. Of the same period coexisting. Coeval. Coeval. So like contemporary. Contemporaneous. Alright. More words. We're learning words. This is educational, guys. I'm learning. Are you learning? I'm learning. Alright, more random words. MC, radio, rental, improvised rap. Yo. You know the rap is sexy, it is bawdy, and if we're not on time we are tawdry, and if my dad was dead I'd be mourning, or maybe I put his corpse in storage. It's not true, it is specious, and you know the reach is like leeches. They're making me bleed cause they like to eat, cause you know when I inculcate I get in my way, I calculate when I'm in the place, and this is the space where I inculcate. Fix firmly by repetition, mate. That's what it means, so it seems that I've gotta repeat this in my head eventually, and you know that it seems like I'm really reaching, but maybe I'm just a rhyme demon. You know that when we are repeating and everything is as it seems, as though we're bleeding, we're not really meaning anything. That is a tautology. And you know that it's bothering me because we are dropping the means and we haven't got any means of meaning, and you know that we are really reaching, but tautology is the opposite of meaning, and you know that everything is really reaching. We gotta break out of this repeating pattern. Ironically, this is tautology, but if we're not doing it right, we're negligent, and you know that we're messed in the head. We negligent. Alright. This rhyme, I am ending it. Yo, if it's not attractive, it's repulsive. If we're really revolting, it might smell bad where the mulch is cause of the manure, and that is impulsive. When I'm rapping that, I'm kinda germane. I'm kind of insane in my brain, it's strained. And you know I go against the grain when I'm rapping on the beat, and it's kinda strange. If we run away, that is absconding. And you know I eat where the scone is, because you know this rap is preposterous, and I rap like a rhinoceros. And melter is rhymes with welter, and you know we melt it in a smelter, and you know it is really felt cause it's intense when I'm on the seltzer. It's important, kid, even if the source is exorbitant, it's sorta sin, so it's not virtuous. And you know that these rhymes are kinda murderous, and germane means irrelevant, so you know if that is where I'm sending it, because I'm like an elephant, because the memory is where it's meant to be when I'm in heat. Yo, cause I ascribe it every time I rhyme, I'm on the line, and you know that it's fine when I ascribe it, but this isn't scribed cause it's improvised. Yo, sedulous means persevering. I said it was, but it's okay cause we will persist, and every obstacle we will resist. And you know I say it with no embellishment, I say it with 4 legs like an elephant, and you know that it's kinda dubious when I'm infusing this with the music, kid, because the muse is the inspiration. I'm amused and we're confused by all the rhymes, and it seems that Susan is kind of a snooze fest. Alright. Disinter. Dig up from the earth. Disinter. That's a great word. This is so educational. My goodness. What fun. Yeah, completely fake words would be funny, Rahab. Maybe there is a fake word. Yeah. affinity. Where it's meant to be. I got abilities for affinities. And you know that we are sending these like we're mentally on the brain. And you know that we're sending these affinity. Affinity, where the mirror be. Yo, I satiate it. Cause you know that I ate the Seamus because I am a cannibal. But it's okay, I can eat any mammal with my mandibles. And you know if I eat it, I gotta have it all. So I grab it all like an animal, lay a paw. I'm like Hannibal Lecter when I've got the saw. Summarily, that's how I'll execute you. A very scary scene when I eat you summarily. That's how it be, but you know that I can feel some aversion. And you know that I might be murdered by the surgeon if he's not precise. He's not nice when he's got the knife, and so I write. I expostulate it, and I say I'll see you later, cause I eat the hatred every day. It's okay, I'll put it on my damn pancakes. Yo, I got benevolence. All the evil, you know I'm ending it. You know I'm sending it real far away. And you know that we take away all the stains because we're great and we try to improve it. We try to make all the fusion, and you know that the fusion's cold, so I'm old, cause the energy is sending me to the fold of the bold. With the boulders we'll start to roll all the way from hills to the shoals. Or so I've been told. I will mollify, cause I'm the guy to end every kind of fight. Mollify means to end the conflict, and that is what we must resist. Like a mist that might disappear, like a gorilla in Manila. I might just hear the sounds of you stomping as you walk away, and you know I might have to face you another day. I hit my nadir like I was Abed. I have to fear every time I rap. I'm like German Greer, and you know that I wear it, it's sheer. Yo, but I might be extinct every time I'm wearing an animal that is mink. And you know that they might be putting up a stink. If they're on Peter, I'd have to think. Yo, I stand really tall, I'm solid. Or maybe you should see my apartment, it is squalid. Or maybe I just won't really acknowledge when I'm putting oranges inside my porridge. Yo, I break you, I might dissemble every time that I send all the energy to the top of the sky. And when I arrive, I say to God, hi. Yo, I got proclivities, and you know that we are really sending these. We're toppling all of the dominoes, and you know it really shows when I am roaming like I was a Ronin, like a Roman, and you can't even slow me. And it seems to me that we're really showing that we don't know, kid, but it's okay. Encomium, warm or glowing praise, eulogy, panegyric. That's a strange definition. Alright, new words. Yo. 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 You know I'm brave, I'm where the courage is. I got a grave, I'm really covetous. Because you know that I will curry this. I'll cut it up and then I'll really slurry it. Cause I gotta cut it up to chunks. And you know that we gotta crush it down. We must, you know, we must make it into chunks to put it in the stew and eat for our lunch. Going out, that's explosion. Going back in the other way, implosion. And you know I roam like a Ronin, and the sea waves and they are foaming. And you know the acid is really caustic. It's chemical reactions and not really caused it, because I didn't put the chemicals in storage the correct way. That's real important. Not 1 but 100. That's how we added up. I am a pundit. And you know that the funk is ridiculous when I really chunked it. Look, it's okay, cause I'm like a recluse. But if you get in my way, you have to wreck you. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 10, dude, cause I can count to 100, dude. It doesn't matter, cause I'm like a widget. I can fix it with all of my fidgets. And you know that I'm like a missive. When I send it away, I fix it. Look, it doesn't matter, cause it really seems to me that what you're doing is breaking perfidy. It's certainly causing uncertainty. It really is a certain scene that we're living in, and you know I'm daunted that this is not so important. It's kinda dark and it's really morbid, but also kinda sexy, and that's why it's sordid. Every time I take it away, I send it not with the mailman, but with the ferret. And you know that I said it when I'm coming on strong, and you know that I mention every time it's real long. Yo, you and me were really adamant, and we're camping. So I have a tent, and I'll leave a dent in your damn car. But don't worry, man, that's no reason for alarm, 'cause I tell a story that's called a yarn. And I've been telling yarns up on the farm, and you know I shattered the glass down to the shards, and you know that left the scars on my arm. Yo, and I do this every morning, and you know that I got the deer I am fawning. If it's too early, I might be yawning, and if I got trees, I am sawing. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going, this is fun. We're learning so much. Alright, let's do a different beat. MC Radio Rental, improvised rhymes with random words. Yo. Yo. I got all the abilities, but I got weakness, susceptibilities, and I'm mentioning all of my mentally, imagery, or maybe spiritually. Look, it doesn't matter, 'cause I move like a porpoise, and I'm blue, so I'm kinda turquoise. Doesn't really matter, but it's near enough to a rhyme, so you know that I've got to shine. And you know the Susuma, I consume it and I subsume every time when I'm lucid. And you know that I fuse them, I put them together from two back into one. And that's why I'm in the sun, 'cause I'm lucid. I cause some confusion. And you know that I might ruminate it every day in my own way. But it's okay, 'cause I echolocate, so don't get in my way. It's so picturesque. That's slightly different to picaresque, which is involving clever rogues or adventurers. And you know that it's where I said it was. And you know that I do introspection every time I look at my mind with intention to inspect it. And I might find new rhymes in a sentence, but the opposite of explosion is implosion. I already said that line like I wrote it. You know that we're roaming, like we're foaming at the mouth every time we go south, but inside the brackets, parentheses. It's like every time with soliloquies, or so it be. Every time we're spitting destiny, like we're sending energy to the sun, or it's meant to be. It's okay, 'cause these parentheses are how I fit my thesis in the bees. I hit the bee's knees with my teeth when I bite it, and you know that we're rapping like it, we write it. And if it's kinda smelly, you know it's got a scent. And if I really said it, then you know I really meant. And you know that we tear the rents like the holes. And you know that we're like the horses or the foals, leaving it in turmoil in the soil. And you know that the soil is really roiling as it's simmering and it's starting to boil. And you know that it's acidic, it's astringent. And you know that we are gonna sing it, 'cause we can't rap, so we might have to send all we're singing the lyrics or the limericks, like we're in the shit, like we're in the sand and we're in the quick, 'cause we're sinking and we're on the rink. 'Cause it's kinda crazy when we link you to take away all the hyperlinks. When I write the shit I am firing, kid, so I might insist that we keep on rapping every time. It's crazy, I'm never cracking. And it's like a hoax, 'cause you know that we don't go where we show. And you know that we flow like we're rowing on the river. And you know that the surface of the river kinda shimmers. But if I'm really bragging, I'm touting. I'm taking my achievements, routing. I'm shouting like a lout. That's what I do when I start to tout. 'Cause you know that the tiles are held together with grout. And you know that the mountain's got a fountain every time that I try to shout them, causing stampedes when I louse kid. Alright, mixed results. Let's continue. Yo. Improvised rap. Random words, yo. I dropped the fire on my foot. Now it's burned and it's covered in soot. I should really put up a better wall so I don't have to shook. Don't shake me like or a baby, that's crazy. Don't even shame me every time my vision gets hazy. It's been happening often lately. I'm kind of sedacious. You could even say I'm audacious, 'cause that means I am consuming everything. It is like I'm subsuming knowledge when I put it in my porridge, when I put the paper next to my orange, 'cause you know I need the knowledge and you know I'm never stopping. I'm in the library, that's where I should be, but it's okay 'cause I can endure it. I tell the truth, I abjure it. That's what it means to never break your oath, 'cause you know that that's how we flow. When I put them together, I intersperse them, I immix them like I am a virgin, or I'm like a virgin, or I have murmurs every time the energy, I gotta surge them. I'm kind of intrusive, or maybe I'm just obtuse, kid. That's like an angle that's large, but that is maybe not as far as abstruse when I have to fuse. When it's abstruse, it might cause confusion, 'cause you know that we're really losing, and when I dream, I am totally lucid. I'm handless, no fingers. The blandness increases from my canvas, 'cause without fingers I can't even kid, I can't paint, I can't get it on the white on the canvas. So you know I might need the sight so that I can describe what picture I like. If I can't paint, then I can write, and I will fight anything in my way, getting me in between the place that I wanna be and me, or so it seems. Get to A to B, or maybe to A to Z, that's alphabetically when I get to my destiny, or so it seems. When you know I gotta arrive, you know that I chop up the lemons with the chives, yo. With the slackness, you know I manage when I grab, but you know I cause the havoc with the slackness. That's when I relax, kid, yo. You know I'm like a witch, I got the hex, and if my hex is confusing, I will vex you. And you know that I will context you within the movement you're Alright, that was too complicated. Sometimes I get too lame, kid, but every time it's okay, we will improve it, even if we cause a little bit of confusion. And you know that the opposite of love is hate, and the opposite of 3D is a slate. Or you know that we great, like you know we got the cheese, and you know we gotta believe in gooder and brie, but it's okay, 'cause I'll stand with defiance. Defiance against tyrants. Defiance against rioting, 'cause you know I prefer to improvise. You know that salt is sodium, and you know dislike is odium, and you know the fast we gotta slow 'em, and you know that if I was Norse I'd be Odin, or maybe I'd be Roman like a Ronin, maybe I'd be like Thor and I abhor slowness, so I gotta go fast every time I arrive. I'm like the opposite of I'm like chives, or I'm like limes. I need vitamin C I need to breathe, 'cause otherwise all of my gums would bleed, and I'd lose vitamin C. I can't see and I can't breathe. Alright, yeah.
We must pay homage to him.
Yeah. Rahab has a word request. I fly to the sun and I grab the heat, but then my wings melt, it's catastrophe. I'm falling at speed, it's a calamity. That's when it happens on the scene. So I grab the seams and I try to fix them. I grab all the solutions and I list them. Get the ingredients and then mix them. That's how I make this mixture. And you know it is so large, and you know that it's like a surcharge, 'cause you know that we gotta do it fast, otherwise the sails are only at half mast. You're kinda stanky to me, that's why I call it pungency. It's fun to me when we're thundering like Thor. You know that smell I really abhor, because pungency is like a monkey see that hasn't been bathing till the start of sea. You know we throw it into the sea because that monkey's too stinky for me. You know that sometimes my brain is strained because you know there's too many obstacles in my way. Another word for obstacles is constraints, and you know that that's making me feel lame. So we got to break them, break the chains and remake them. That's how we make the change. It's kind of crazy if we don't break them, and when we break them we feel elation. Everything I said is full grown, it is full-fledged. Everything I said, you know I really meant, unless I contradict what I said, but in that case, I wear a sash. I might suffer 50 lashes, and I bash it with the massive energy to cause massive damage. If I change it, you know I gotta alter. I have to change every time I falter. I know a bit of clothing is a halter. If you lose feathers then you might be a molter. But it's okay cause I'm so obtuse, and when I say strange rhymes you might be confused. But it's okay, inspiration from the muse, and when I play, you know I never lose. But parentheses are meant to be, it's my destiny to eat all the brackets. See, I don't lack the heat, that's parentheses, or so it seems when I split the seams. Yo, and I might be kinda terse when the energy is coming in a surge, and you know the heat it might start to burn. But you know you'll be eaten by worms cause you're living in the soil with the trouble and toil, and it's boiling, and you might have wrapped in foil cause you know we got to stoil on them, and that's why I might have to boil on them. So don't get in my way when I innovate, otherwise I might just have to denigrate you, which I think means to insult you. I throw the pepper in your eyes and the salt too. You are a sucker, that's why I will give you no sucker. No sucker, I don't know how to say it, I'm a dinosaur. When I've got the more, you know why I'm gonna roar, cause you know that I'm rapping like a dinosaur. And I will soar like I was an eagle, and you know that I got the ring like I was Smeagol. I won't simper, but you know I might just whimper if I get hit in the solar plexus. The solar plexus is my body's nexus, and I meant it every time I said it. So you know I know it's success, kid, and you know that I just won't resent it. Yeah. Alright, maybe we'll just do one or two more. This was a good session. We'll definitely use this generator again. Yo, Drake's name is really Audrey. If it's not together, you know it's tawdry. And you know that we wash it in the laundry, and we give a little, then they say, more please. You stopped by the halter, and you know we're sitting up on a bolster, cause you know we need all the strength to stop all these damn elephants. It was in my head, so you know I had to say it. Every time I'm in La Brea, and you know that I spray it like I'm a blazer, and I'm emblazoned, covered in flames, kid. And I would just have to list all the boats I got and all the skiffs. Every time, you know I never miss. I hit the bullseye and I always hit. I feel so much gratitude, and I mean that this is not a platitude. You know if I reach out I grab at you, but you know that that is what the canvas do, cause you know that we might go extinct if we keep killing all the animals, the mink, then the ecology goes down the sink, and you know that we might have to think of a better way to remain in nature, otherwise we might have to slay. We might have to get in the way of apocalyptic with the ice and flames. You know I'm not the hater, I did the crime, not a perpetrator. But you know that I'm certain later, cause you know that I'll know when I hurt the Lakers. You know I was in the NBA every time. When I get in my way I have to slay, I have to change, or maybe I have to break to remake it every time, every day. Look, that didn't mean much, but I'm a harbinger. Every time I will harbor the ships and all the skiffs I mentioned before. You know I'm like Santa when I'm at the door, and I pour all the dark swords on the moor. You know I'm rapping like I was a dinosaur, and I abhor the form of all the aorta. And you know that I'm firing at you like a mortar, like a Mormon. I'm kinda sorted, but you know that we're kind of important. Alright, let's slow it down and actually hit some words. Yo. You know I encapsulate it when I'm in the... Alright, let's slow it down. Yo, yo. You know I'm like a preacher and I really said it all. You know I'm in the church and that is ecumenical. You know I'm gonna fall like I was a dinosaur. And you know I'm at the leader, you when I'm at the horde. But you know that I'm kinda whimsical. Cause you know, I'm singing all the songs like I was a sea shanty. And you know that these hands really handy. You know I'm a surgeon. Cause you know that I've got the purpose to hold the knife and the murders, and you know that we save them. That is insurgency, what it's meant to be when you're rebelling against the hate, or so it seems, or that's a reach. Look, you know you and me, we end the hatred, bring it together and encapsulate it. You know I have to hate it, but you know that I am gonna grab it later, encapsulate it, grab the sacred. We grab the sacred, we profane it. We grab the sacred and profane it, and then we put it away when we encapsulate it. Yo, everything I really said all I needed to do, when I will embezzle, when I end all the checks. Cause you know I stole the money, took it to the head. But you know we might be feeling some dysphoria, opposite of euphoria, like the dwarves that are in Moria. I'm down in the mines, I'm exploring, yeah, but if I dig too deep, find the Balrog. And you know that we have sound, Balrog. What rhymes with Balrog? And the sound of the drums in the deep. We're really dark and it's feeling really steep. And it's, you know, it's really mentally draining when I spit on the beat. But if I don't have proof, I might have to disprove it. And you know that this beat is really causing fusion. It's making my dreams sound lucid. And you know that I'm causing some damn confusion. But that is my mission. Take it together then apart like it's fission. And you know I really scribble. Neither in the middle. Yeah. Alright. We're wrapping it up now. Thank you so much for listening. This was fun. We'll do this again. Have a good one. Cheers.